Neaco.Cosplay here. This video will be all about secondhand stores and thrift stores because they can be very useful for cosplayers. In an older video I talked a bit about my favorite secondhand store here in Belgium, which is Think Twice, because you can find a lot of cool stuff you can use for cosplays in secondhand stores for not a lot of money. And in this video I want to go a little bit deeper on that topic. Because buying stuff secondhand doesn't only make your wallet a little bit more happy, it's also better for the environment to reuse stuff instead of buying everything brand new. So the video will sort of be split into 3 parts or 3 chapters, however you want to look at it. The first part will be a little showcase where I show you all the pieces that I found secondhand and how I use them for my cosplays. In the second part I will be talking about what I keep in mind when I go shopping at secondhand stores, because my friends always tell me, how do you find these things? I never find anything! And well, I do sort of have a game plan. And for the final part, I actually went to some secondhand stores a few weeks ago for the purpose of this video, so I could get some stuff and turn it into a costume. But before we get to that, let's start with part 1. So as you just saw from that little showcase, you can find really cool stuff at secondhand stores, and you can just sometimes find hidden treasures there. For some of these costumes I actually went looking for specific items, and for some items I just stumbled upon them. For example, that beautiful orange dress that I found for just €2. To give you a little bit context about that, something really cool that Think Twice does is called their Think Twice days. So it starts with everything in the store is just 30% off and then 50%, and then it goes to like everything now is €5, €3 and so on. And it's during those days that I often go visit their store and find some really cool stuff. But of course, whether you're going to look for specific items or you just want to do some browsing, it really helps to sort of have a game plan. So whenever I go shopping at a secondhand store, there are some things I keep in mind. First thing is, I know I have to let go of accuracy. Even when you buy a full costume online, it's not always going to be 100% accurate. So you're also not going to find something very accurate in a secondhand store, but that doesn't mean you cannot find something that really looks like what you need. For example, my Doctor Who cosplay, I went looking for a jacket that suited the character, and no, it's not accurate, but it's recognizable and I really like how it turned out. And in some cases, having an item that's not 100% accurate can even add to the costume. The second thing that's really important is that you have to look at the potential of a piece. The chances that you're going to find something you can just use how it is aren't that great, but the chances of finding something that can be really cool with some alterations is a lot bigger. For example, my Megara dress. No, this dress didn't look like a Megara dress when I bought it, but adding all the details did make it look like the character. So looking at stuff that you can use as a base and then alter it is going to give you a lot more options, and suddenly you're going to find a lot more that's usable. This of course means that you're going to have to be pretty open-minded, and you can even take it some steps further. Cosplay can be a lot of things. An original character can also be a cosplay, and you can make a totally brand new character, or you can make an original character within a universe, like an original Witcher or a Hogwarts student or something like that. Something that can be really fun to do is cosplay an alternative version of a certain character. For example, when I did my steampunk version of Ariel. And I actually got the purple shirt from Think Twice. So if you're open to that, it's going to be easier to find pieces you can use for a certain project. And being open-minded can also mean doing a non-canonical outfit from a certain character. Sometimes you can find something and it really just reminds you of a certain character even though they never wore it. But it doesn't mean you can't use it to cosplay that character. I think a good example would be Luna Lovegood. I think there are a lot of outfits you can put together that just scream Luna Lovegood, even though she never wore it in the film. But add like the specs and maybe a quibbler, a wand, and everyone will recognize you. Something else I do when I go shopping at secondhand stores is focus on a color scheme. A lot of characters have like a signature color. Every Disney princess has like a color you associate with them. Same as every Hogwarts house has its colors, and even the benders in Avatar have like their signature color. Blue for water bending, green for earth bending, and so on. So focusing on colors can really help you search through all the stuff. And you can do this when you're looking for stuff for a specific character, just really focus on their colors. But you can also do this when you're just browsing. Like maybe there's some characters you still want to cosplay and you keep in mind what their color scheme is. And who knows, maybe you find this really cute green dress perfect for Tinkerbell. Or maybe you want to cosplay Tinkerbell, so you go looking for green clothing. Instead of focusing on colors, you can also focus on certain themes or styles of clothing. For example, you want to do something more medieval or something in a Greek setting, then you can focus on finding pieces that fit that setting. Or maybe a theme, like you want to do a Christmas version of a character, or you want to do something with Halloween, then you can focus on pieces that fit that theme. So I think I've talked enough now about me shopping. Let's actually do that. Well, I actually did a few weeks ago for the purpose of this video. Think Twice was doing its Think Twice days and I went to the €5 days. And I actually got 5 different pieces. So I got 2 very cute dirndls. I got a red one that like really gave me Red Riding Hood vibes, and then I got a yellow one that seemed perfect for like a fairy or maybe an original Hobbit character. I also found this really cute blouse to go with the dresses, and then I found this white dress that sort of gave me like Greek goddess vibes, and maybe I one day will turn this into a Greek goddess costume. So in this video I focus on the yellow dress, and as I said before, it really gave me like Hobbit vibes, so that's what I was going with. And I wanted to add some more details and make an apron. So the first thing I did was go to the fabric store and get materials for that. And all the 5 pieces together cost me €25, and then I spent €30 in the fabric store. Because that's how it goes. So what did I get? I got this cute little brown lace that I wanted to use, and I also got some white lace. And the reason everything got so expensive is because I got myself some real linen, and way too much because it was the last of the batch, so I just said give me everything. So yeah, the €30 is really on me. But that's everything that I got, so now I shall show you what I did with it. One of the hooks on the dress was loose, so the first thing I did was sew that back on. I also removed the metal tag, as I did not really seem like something that would be on a Hobbit dress. Next, I pinned the brown lace to the bottom of the skirt to see if I liked it, and I did, so then all I had to do was sew it on. I love how cute that little detail looks. Then I ironed the dress. Probably should have done that first, but oh well. Next I used the green apron from the other dirndl together with the lace to see how long I wanted my apron to be. I wanted mine to be a bit longer, so I altered the measurements from the green apron to draw a pattern. After cutting out the pieces, I used a zigzag stitch on the edges. Then I ironed the pieces. Should have done that first, but I always get way too excited and forget that step. After that, I sewed the ribbons, turned them right side out and ironed them flat. I didn't use a top stitch. Then I added the details by sewing on the lace and gathering the top. I did this twice except for the lace, so I could sew the 2 pieces together and have a clean finish. After turning everything right side out, I hand sewed the part I left open. I did top stitch over that to make sure it was all good. And then I just had to iron everything one last time to make sure all the seams were nice and flat. So, my original plan was to turn this into an original Hobbit character, but I started this project in August, and in August it was also Elftopia. And I really wanted to wear my D&D character to that event, and I thought it was going to be fine because the weather had been really bad all summer, but of course, right then, it decided to be very, very nice. And suddenly, the idea of wearing this very long cape and totally covered cosplay didn't seem so appealing anymore, but I still really wanted to cosplay my D&D character. And then I was like, well, this Hobbit outfit sort of fits with the character. And that is just what I went for, sort of the idea of my character goes to an event, what would she wear? What would she look like? And this is the result. I'm really happy with how this project turned out, and I think the fun part about it is that I can still turn this into a Hobbit character, but that will be something for another time. I also will do something with the other pieces that I got, but again, not in this video. That will have to be a different video on its own. I hope you enjoyed this one. Thank you for watching, and bye!